Hi there, today I'm going to do a planner haul instead of a sticker haul. So I decided for 2016 that I'm going to actually move into two planners. So I'm still going to use my Erin Condren, but I'm also going to use these So Much Crafting inserts that I'll go through in a second. Basically my main purpose was that I was feeling like my Erin Condren was getting dominated by my work tasks and work meetings, and I wasn't really having time to like plan out the tasks I wanted to do in my personal life. Like if you've looked at my plan with me's, for the most part I use the top zone in the Erin Condren as to-dos, but I really just use those as work to-dos and did not use them as like personal to-dos and like tasks that I wanted to work on for YouTube or like reading I wanted to get done. And you know, I know it's just personal life, but one of my goals for 2016 is to be a lot more intentional with how I use my time in my personal life and really kind of pursue my hobbies more actively. So I think kind of separating out the work and the personal is going to help with that. I also wanted a little bit more of like a streamlined look. Like I feel a little silly with like using all of the stickers at work. Not like I bring my planner to meetings or anything, but you know, like if a colleague ever did see it. So with these inserts, I'm going to be a little more streamlined. I'm still going to use some stickers, and I'll show you weeks on this channel that are more decorative than not, but I think it's going to be a lot more streamlined and a lot more just like focused on usability. So that being said, I'm going to show you, I have two things to show you today. I have the inserts for the planner and then the actual binder that I'll be putting the inserts in. So I'll go ahead and get started. I've already opened these a little bit, but I'll walk through them. These are from So Much Crafting. I'll leave a link down below. I think she's probably one of the most popular shops for inserts. And I got ones that were the A5 size, or on So Much Crafting calls them the half letter size. I was interested in the personal size, which is like a little bit smaller and like narrower and shorter, but I felt like I was like the layout she had, the only ones that she had that were vertical. I'll start showing these to you. The only layouts that So Much Crafting had that were vertical for the personal size were a week across 4 pages instead of a week across 2 pages, which I'll show you in a second. And even though that size, like the Erin Condren stickers would have fit in it, I really like seeing the entire week on all the pages, especially since I won't really be using the weekend section since it's going to be my work planner. So I really thought that this would work better, and I'll show you why. So here are the So Much Crafting inserts. This is this week. Obviously, I'm not using it this week. I'll start next week, January 4th. So I'm not sure how much the lines are going to show up here, but it's actually arranged basically like the Erin Condren. It has 1, 2, 3 boxes with a bottom section of lines. I got it with no headers, so there's no word. She has ones that are, say, like what the old Erin Condren headings were, which I think was morning, day, and night. But I got it no headers, and I'll just use my normal headers in here. The way I'm planning on using it is doing up here, I'm going to do my to-dos for the day, and then I'm going to do meetings, which I'll probably just use like the normal today stickers, and then I'm going to do little things, and a couple things I'm going to include in the little things. I think I'm going to start trying to track my hydration at work, just to make sure I'm staying hydrated, and just, you know, doing that throughout the day. I'm also going to start to try and track, like get into, I'm not quite sure what it'll be yet, but get into kind of a habit with emails. So instead of like being like responsive to every email that comes in at work, you know, unless it's like a client or something, but you know, for internal stuff, I could probably batch them and just check email like once or twice a morning and be a little bit more intentional with my time as opposed to constantly getting interrupted by emails. So we'll see how I end up using that space, but that'll be good. And then obviously there's an additional column over here because I won't be doing the weekends in here, so I'm planning on covering that up probably with washi and then using it as like basically a priority list of the stuff I really need to get done this week, or like notes to myself, and just kind of using those as like blank boxes for lists and other things. So those are kind of all these. It comes in the full year, the inserts, so hopefully I like it. You know, I think they're really nice. The paper quality is really, really nice. It's clearly, you know, really high quality, really smooth, I think is the, you know, best way to, really buttery. Really like it. So those are the main inserts I bought that'll really be the planner, but she also has a lot of like add-ons, and I purchased a couple of them, and I'll show you those. This one I actually already opened and then kind of re-taped because I wanted to see what it was. So this is the annual pack. And the annual pack, obviously, it comes with a few different inserts. So the first one is kind of this week larger calendar. And I think I'm going to use this to track PTO and days that I have off. I saw a couple of ideas on Instagram, like using colored dots like every time, or maybe I'll just even get some colored highlighters, but just to try and track how many days of PTO I've used. Just as an, you know, we have like a system online at work, but you have to be like on the internal network. So this will just be like a nice, easy way I can check on the go. And then there's a second one that's really, I don't really know what kind of the purpose of having two of these is, but a second one, and I'll just probably put it in a different section of the planner. And then I thought this was really neat. These are like kind of fold out annual calendars. And again, I haven't really totally decided what I'm going to use it for. The one thing I do like about this, it does make the year seem really short. When you see how many days are grayed out and like, I don't know, kind of dumb, but I think I'm going to use it probably also for PTO on here, or really just to mark like vacations, and then also mark big work events. Like we have conferences once every 4 months that like we have to travel for. I also do some other travel. So starting to mark out almost like project schedules on here, like when a big due date is, I think will be helpful, because then I can see how many real weeks I have like in between the blocked out that I have before something's due. So I think that's really cool. So it comes with that for 2016. And then also for 2017. So that's nice kind of perspective. You can do both. So that's pretty cool. So those are the annual inserts. Definitely something different. Oh, and then I just purchased basically some get it done. These are, you know, these are basically just to-do lists. But I thought it'd be nice to have it on the same paper, and I already punched for the A5. So I'm probably going to, I already do this at work, but it'll be nice to have it already included in the planner. Basically, I keep a running list of everything I need to do that's outstanding. So, and I just kind of add to it as I go and check off as I go. So I think I'm just going to start to use these for that instead of like right now I just use like a post or, you know, a notepad at work, but it'll be nice to have it in here in my planner already. And then finally I thought these were really neat. These are daily inserts, and these are, I'm planning on not using these every day. I'm going to use just the regular week style for most days, but there are days when I have like one thing I really need to get done, but I also have like 6 meetings that day and like another deadline. So I actually do this occasionally for myself. I like literally block out my calendar. Like I write out a little schedule and block it out. Like how can I get, you know, fit in chunks of time to work on what I need to work on. So this basically allows you to do that. Like if I was going to use this, I'd write in my different meetings, and then it'd help me look at the schedule like for the chunks of time between meetings, and I could match up what I need to get done with those chunks of time. So I really like that. I probably wouldn't use the on the menu section, but that's okay. And then it has the water built in, which would be nice for busy days. Just have that right here, and then notes. So I don't plan to use these every day, but I thought they were unique enough that I wanted to give them a try. These are double-sided, so if I was having a busy week, I'd probably just pull one of these into the middle of like a week insert and just use like it for 2 days, something like that. So something different. I'm gonna give that a shot. So the nice part about inserts is they are more affordable than buying a bound planner. You know, it's like, I think this add-on, I don't quote me on this, but like just getting like this small set, 'cause there's only 30 sheets, was really not that expensive. So it doesn't hurt to try it. So anyway, I think all this So Much Crafting stuff is really nice. I'm really excited to try these inserts, and I'm, you know, excited to see how my planning evolves this year with having the 2 different planners. And I fully admit that part of it's just that I want like 2 planners to decorate, but I really am planning on this being a little bit more streamlined than my Erin Condren. So next I'll show you what I'm planning on putting all those inserts in. And at first I was gonna get like a cheap one, but then I decided to go whole hog and get myself a Christmas present. And I bought myself a Filofax. So yeah, I went full kahuna and bought myself this. It was on sale on Amazon. I love it. It's beautiful. It's like, I don't know if it's real leather or what, but it's aqua. I was gonna get black, but A, the black was a lot more expensive, and B, I don't know. Black would be nicer for the workplace, obviously, but I want a little bit of fun. I don't think this isn't as colorful as my Erin Condren, for sure, but it's still, so I think it's still professional looking, but I think it's nice. Okay, so to be totally honest, when I bought this, I did not realize it came with inserts in it, and I haven't even really looked at them yet, so we're gonna look at them together. It's kind of wrapped in plastic. Right up front, there's a space to tuck a notepad and business cards and things like that. Some extra papers, which is nice. I might keep some stickers there. I'll take this out. This is just kind of like wrapping. But so there's already tabs in here, which is nice because I was thinking I would have to buy dividers. I think I'm probably still gonna replace these because these are really boring, but at least I have them for now. And then it has, oh, and look, it has like 2 sheets of to-do list that would last me like 2 weeks. And then it has some notes, some grid paper. Okay, it's not bad. The paper quality it's nice, but it's thin. There's so much crafting is thicker. So it's nice to have these, some extra notes. I'll probably take out the context because I wouldn't use that. Oh, and then there is the full calendar here. So this is interesting. Oh, I wonder if I should try this. Maybe I'll try this some weeks. I don't like that it doesn't have space for like a lot of to-dos. This is really more would take the place of those last inserts I showed for scheduling. So maybe I would try this for a couple of weeks and see how I like that instead of those inserts, because those inserts aren't dated, so I could save those for future years too. And that's it. So yeah. Oh, and then and the back, it has a notepad. Oh, that's cool. So, in the back, I can't believe I didn't realize it came with all this. Okay, first it has a ruler, and then it has a little, like a pouch, kind of, I think the Erin Condren comes with something similar. And then it has a notepad, but the notepad's already punched for this binder. So I think that's pretty cool. I'll probably leave that in there. Again, not the best quality paper, but it's already punched, which is really nice. You know, just to like write extra notes, extra to-do lists, extra whatever. I think that's cool. So I think the beauty of the binder is that you can take out, like, I could take out, you know, everything but January and just leave January. So it's going to be a lot lighter to carry around. You know, it is smaller than the Erin Condren. I didn't bring it up here, but this is smaller than the Erin Condren in terms of size. And really nice. So yeah, so I'm glad I got this. What I'm gonna do is get it kind of set up, and then I'll just show you the final, what it looks like final. Okay, so I'm back, and I'll show you the binder in a second. The other thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention, is that they came with these like little Post-its that I guess could fit into the rings. I really don't, they're not even Post-its, they're just like weird. I don't really envision myself using them. I think maybe I'll put one. I think they could go, would they fit right here? They would. So I guess I'll leave it like that, because if you want to write like a little note to yourself. So it fits right there. And it came with 3 of those. So I guess you do get a lot. Oh, I forgot to take this part out. Okay, so that's removed. So I'll just show you how I set it up. There is this plastic sheet. It used to have like a Filofax kind of cover sheet, and I took that out. And then I put in just the 1 yearly that was there, the 1-pager. And then I did leave this stuff in here. It had like, this was actually in the back. I moved it towards the front. And I do like, I'll put in my personal information, and so you have that there. And some dates and stuff. So good to have. And then the section 1 is going to be the main part of the planner. I need to get like a divider that indicates which week it is, and I'll put that here. But this is going to be what I'll mostly use this for. I decided to put in, I'm gonna put in 1 quarter at a time. So I put in through the first week of April. To keep it a little thinner, a little more lightweight. So I did that. So that's this first section. You can see that goes all the way there. And then in the second section, I put in to-dos. And so that'll be easy to reference right with the first section. The third section I made for the planning, or the long range planning for projects with the annual calendars. My accent is coming out. And then here are these are just, I didn't put all of them in here because I just don't think I'm going to use them that fast. But these are the single day planners, and I'll just pull them up to the front section if I feel like using one. Here I left in some of the extra papers that came with the binder. I took out the ones that were colored, like the pink and green and stuff, because I didn't really like the look of it. I wouldn't normally use those, so I took that out. And then finally, I also left in the first quarter of these. I might try using these instead of these sheets, like I said, so I left that in here, but again, just the first quarter of the year so that it's not so bulky. And then I left these extras in the back, and then I left the notepad. So it's a little thick. I think the personal size would have been nicer for carrying around, but I do bring a laptop bag with me to work every day, so it's not like I wasn't trying to fit it in a purse. And there's certainly, this is thinner, you know, it's, the thing doesn't even hold it as thin as I want it to be, but, you know, it has the nice snap. This is a holder for your pen. So yeah, so I'm gonna give this a try. I think it's really pretty. I love the color. You know, total splurge, but, you know, I'm hoping that it'll get me a little bit more, organized, both like by keeping my personal and my work life separate, and, you know, give me a little bit more opportunity to be kind of using my time better personally. So, and hopefully using my time better at work by using the daily calendars. So, I'm excited to try this out, and I will, you'll be seeing probably a couple of plan with me's a month in this planner, but I'll keep you posted on how the system's working for me and what changes I make. So that's it for me. Let me know if you have any questions on these inserts, but otherwise, thanks for watching. Bye.